Hi, this is Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay. It's raining here in New York, but that didn't stop us from seeing Star Wars, The Force Awakens. J.J. Abrams directs Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and has brought a whole new generation into the fold to enjoy this legendary family-oriented franchise. So he had to satisfy the loyalists, the people who love Star Wars so much. Yet he had to make it interesting and up-to-date and very contemporary for the young people today because they're much more sophisticated than they were, let's say, back in my day when the film first opened, back in the Stone Age. The first portion of the film gets you familiar with the characters, as any great film does, and you're going to see Daisy Ridley. Beautiful Daisy Ridley plays Rey. She's like a junk man or a junk woman, and she's picking up all of this stuff off the sand, whatever she can sell and use. This way she can ration it for food, services, whatever she needs. That's what they do in a sophisticated society. They barter. And as we're learning some of the backstory for Rey, we're also introduced to handsome John Boyega. John Boyega plays Finn, and he's a stormtrooper, one of the bad guys. And he was raised to be a stormtrooper. This was the only life he knew. But he gets an attack of conscience somewhere along the line, and now he wants to be a defector. He wants to go from the bad side, the evil dark side, over to the good guys, the Force, Okay, so Finn becomes a defector when he sees all the awful carnage that the stormtroopers are causing. So these two young people join together, and then they meet our hero, Han Solo. And of course, Harrison Ford looks wonderful. Everybody starts applauding. And that never bothers me. Some people get upset when people applaud in the theater. I don't care, because I love to see people having a good time in the movies. That's what the movies are for. All of these great people are together and they're enjoying this one thing, this common thing. It's a wonderful experience. That's what makes the movies different than watching it at home or even on your DVD. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying the movies are special. All right, so you got Rey, you got Finn. Along the way, you're going to meet other characters too. Chewbacca's back and some of the other characters from the original series. But what's interesting is Rey and Finn and Harrison Ford's character, Han Solo, go to find the missing important person who's a senior citizen who will appear at the end of the film. Maybe I'm telling too much. All right, so they get together with their alliances, and then they go to find the map to find the missing person, the missing Jedi. All right, Star Wars is visually beautiful. The black backgrounds that represent the universe. You have the brilliant lights that represents the vessels that are flying through. It represents stars in the sky. It also represents the lightsaber when the guys are fighting, and the ladies too. Just said that too. The fights with the lightsaber are beautiful. Whoever did the lighting, the director that did the lighting, did a wonderful job. The fight scenes are well choreographed, and the music is wonderful. John Williams, how many Oscars will you win? How many? The dark backgrounds and the brilliant colors from the lightsaber give this film such a beautiful look. The cinematography is wonderful in this film. You're going to really enjoy looking at it. It has a great story, but it doesn't matter. You're going to enjoy just looking at this film visually. It's beautiful. If you can see it in IMAX, of course see it in IMAX. You can take advantage of all the beautiful sound. The sound design is wonderful. And the lighting that I was speaking about is wonderful, right? You'll see that really clearly in IMAX. All right, so the crowd is going to be upset later because something happens that some of us loyalists are going to be a little upset with. But I have to tell you that in Star Wars, based on their history, they bring people back. They bring people back as a ghost. Yeah, they do. They did it with Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi. They did it with him. So don't feel upset if something happens. Okay, so you got Rey, you got Finn, Harrison, and these other allies all coming together to try to find the missing important person, the missing Jedi, who's been missing for 30 years. Yeah, he's been missing since Return of the Jedi. Since I was a kid. Before you were born, he's been missing. All All right, so here we go. We're going to find him. We're going to find him right now. We're going to find him. All of the actors were good, but Kylo Ren is the most interesting character. Adam Driver, he plays the dark side, the warrior, you know? And of course, he's very evil. And a mistake that our heroes sometimes make, if you watch any police drama, it doesn't even have to be this movie, is that they have this big ego. And the ego makes them feel like they can talk the villain into coming to their side. They want to talk the villain from being evil to being good. Sounds easy, but it's really not. And what happens is they often have mishaps because they disarm themselves emotionally and they disarm themselves physically. And now you're at the mercy of the villain, and sometimes it doesn't work out. I'll just say that. I don't want to tell you anymore because some of you guys haven't seen it, but it doesn't matter. You're going to enjoy this anyway. Try to see it in IMAX, like I said, so you can enjoy the sound design, so you can enjoy the beautiful music to the ultimate level, right? Okay, so 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Star Wars, The Force Awakens easily comes in at a 4.5. It's one of the best films of the year, maybe in history. I have to look at my collection. All right, it's very old and very vast. Until we meet again, it's Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay. God bless. Go see Star Wars, The Force Awakens. You're going to have a lot of fun. Enjoy.